And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, we close out Week 7 together with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Pickett to throw on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Patrick Queen came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Pickett back to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Now inside the 25. T. Higgins. Touchdown. T. Higgins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. First down, Murray. That one's taken in by Spears. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now the rookie third rider from Tulane, it's Tyjae Spears.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well, this defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. There's Murray. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's a quick throw out to Mims. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too. Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. Pickett sets up play action. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Trying to get that to Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down and 2. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And his throw is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, 49ers. Jahmyr Gibbs, 35 yards. And the 49ers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Lots of look to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Play fake. Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets into the 30.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hand off to Spears. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 47. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The Spears with another carry. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Spears on 2nd down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him. And they
get to the football. It's blocked. So 3 points left on the table thanks to a great play there on special teams. They just couldn't protect long enough, Charles, to get that kick away.
Yeah, special teams coaches aren't just simply there to applaud, right? And they're not just there to encourage. They're there to find weaknesses where you can go block the kick. Give them big credit for that one. Good scouting, and they executed it well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. Taking it right down Broadway. He's on his way. Touchdown, 49ers. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
On 3rd down, here's Spears. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Green.
Throwing now is Murray.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
In motion left goes Watson. On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
This a 2nd and 8.
Green.
Now Murray.
They'll complete this one to Watson. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Now Murray.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Garrett Wilson.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Berrios now from his end zone.
Fighting ahead at the 15.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pickett.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Back to throw, Pickett. Finds Gibbs on a check down.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And he will have a Vikings first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Murray.
He finds his receiver, Watson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
And they'll send Watson in motion right. Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Down the left sideline.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Mims in motion right. Right back to Spears.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
A third down now, and those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Murray off play action.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
He had his lone attempt blocked earlier.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram.
Picked up by Cameron Curl.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And here's a give to Spears. And we're down to the 41.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, a give to Spears.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw is Murray. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate.
Touchdown! Garrett Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Murray going to throw. This one deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Murray's got to have this one. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Bradley Chubb from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Murray now to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
That's on Pro Bowl center Jason Kelce. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
They complete it to Hill. So the pitch and catch good for 11, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
120 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Pickett back to throw.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Touchdown 49ers. Evan Ingram, a 24-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. On 1st and 10, here's Murray being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball, but they brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, Murray. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Murray. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie, and that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Shotgun now for Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal, and now they're in the hurry-up. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. CD, this is the ideal situation, the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, They've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. So the victory here for San Francisco.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for San Francisco, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big crowds, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose my opportunity, you suck, homie.